there my magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tara and welcome to the channel. In today's reading we're going to be taking a look at how they feel after getting to know you. So this can be for anyone at all, anyone on your mind, or it can be for people in general, depending on how you want to look at it. So now let me show you crystals for each pile. So for pile number 1 we have this citrine crystal. And we have the 5 of earth. For pile number 2, we have Amazonite. And we have coal. And for pile number 3, we have orange calcite. And we have the Queen of Earth. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose the citrine crystal and the 5 of earth, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how they feel after getting to know you. So this can be for any person on your mind, or it can be for people in general. Just take it the way you want to. Okay, so please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to be using the Good Tarot as well as the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. But before we get started with your reading, I'd just like to thank and give a quick word to today's sponsorship, Keen. Many of you have asked me recently for personal readings, but unfortunately I'm not available for any right now. So I have brought you the next best thing, Keen. Keen connects you with gifted psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers like myself who are available 24 hours a day. So you can always get a reading whenever it suits you. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. These readers each have unique specialties designed to provide a deeper understanding of your situation. You can choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. Getting confirmation or a second opinion from someone who can give you a straightforward answer is always best. And as a tarot reader, I can tell you that it is very hard reading tarot for myself sometimes, as sometimes it doesn't make sense or is unclear. So even I resort to Keen. So let me tell you a little bit about some of my recent experience on Keen. I asked about my love life with my person. She explained to me how devoted he is and that our connection is only getting stronger and better, helping us to build a strong foundation that will only deepen moving into the holidays. She also mentioned us making future plans together no later than February, lol. But we've already started, so I'm very excited to see what unfolds then. She also mentioned that he's very loyal towards the ones he loves and that he doesn't even know what he did to get so lucky to be with me. She mentioned that I changed his world and that he feels like a little kid around me, which is so cute. Lastly, she said that she can see me getting married with him in the future and us having a home together where everyone will always gather together. The love reading I got was very beautiful and sweet, and every detail mentioned was so accurate and on point. Though you can get any type of reading from these readers depending on what you are looking for. I'm so grateful for the reading I got from Keen through their amazing and gifted psychic tarot readers. That's why it's still best to get a personal psychic reading because it is directed only to your energies. Now here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, You can try your first 10 minutes for only $1.99. Go to trykeen.com/psychicscience-tarot or click the link in my description to save big on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this beautiful opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicscience-tarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your reading. So as soon as I connect to the energies within this pile, I feel my third eye opening so intensely. And I'm also hearing the song Where Have You Been All My Life by Rihanna. So very interesting. Let's see what cards you have. So spirit guides of my pile number ones. Spirit guides of my pile number ones. How they feel after getting to know my pile number ones. How do they feel after getting to know them? We have the Fool. We have the Chariot. We have the King of Fire. We have the Ten of Fire. How they feel after getting to know pile number ones. We have the Five of Water. We have the Eight of Air. We have Fortune's Wheel. Beautiful. And we have the Two of Water. So if you're asking about a romantic connection, this is confirmation for you. But for others of you that are just asking about people, we can clearly see people really love you with the Two of Cups here. And at the back of the deck, we have the Six of Water. Okay, so spirit guides of my pile number ones, how they feel after getting to know my pile ones. So we have Spirit Quartz, Chiron, Healing, card 33. And at the back of the deck, we have Moonstone with Crown Chakra and Transcendence. So I'm getting that when they first get to know you, there is a lot of mysteriousness here because I saw a crow when I closed my eyes. And sometimes it can mean mystery. But then also in the Chariot, we see her wearing a mask here, and we see the Five of Earth kind of being camouflaged by the plants. So there is this air of mystery to you when you're first getting to know them, and the sense of them wanting to know who you truly are, wanting to get to know you better and feel closer to you. Yeah, that's what I'm really getting. You have that effect on people because of your mystery or just them in general. Even with that song, Where Have You Been All My Life, there is this feeling as they get to know you and after getting to know you, like I've been waiting for someone like you all my life. Where have you been? Where have you been hiding? Why? And that's actually what she says in the song, so it's quite interesting that we see her camouflage here in the Five of Earth. So it's like they're sort of like feeling like, where have you been all my life? Why have you been hiding? Why haven't I found you sooner? That's what I'm really getting here. So there is this deep appreciation they feel after getting to know you. But there is also this feeling of, why couldn't I have met you sooner? I really like that. I feel like another effect you have on them is this feeling of fate and destiny with Fortune's Wheel. But also, the crow also means fate and destiny. So we see a lot of interesting synchronicities here in your reading leading to the same message. You know, the Wheel of Fortune talks about when you meet someone, it's fated, it's destined. And I guess this is the effect you have on people, like where they feel it's fate and destiny to meet you, or they feel in some way they were meant to meet you, where they feel like, whoa, this connection feels so spiritual. I feel when people and when they, start to get to know you, there's this feeling of synchronicity, there's this feeling of awakening. So I see people awakening spiritually and gaining a closer look into their spiritual side, even if they haven't before. I see something about that and them opening up their third eye after getting to know you. But I think it's the effect you have on people because you're so high vibrational that people usually, especially if they really love you after getting to know you or they really like you, they feel it's fated in some way and that they were meant to meet you for a reason. I'm even seeing certain people from your past, or if some of you are asking about a past person that's coming through, missing you and feeling like they were meant to meet you, feeling like they met you for a reason and you fulfilled some kind of purpose within their life. And there is this feeling of missing you, longing for you after you're gone, feeling your absence with the Five of Pentacles, feeling like they can't find you again. That's for those that ask specifically about past people, but some of you just also have past people still feeling like after getting to know you, even if it was short-lived, that you fulfilled something within their life, that you met for a reason, because I see series of events happening after you meet people where it feels kind of magical and it opens them up to the spiritual realms and to contemplating their spiritual beliefs. That's what I'm really getting here. So you awaken people spiritually. But there is also this feeling of feeling your absence and not being able to find you again, especially if they've done you wrong. For most of you, whoever you're asking about or people, I just feel this strong feeling of divine fate, destiny, spiritual awakenings. They start to see things in a much higher perspective than usual. That's what I'm really getting. And going back to the song Where Have You Been All My Life, I'm seeing a fresh glass of something delicious to drink after a hot day. That's how people feel after getting to know you or the person on your mind. It's like, I've been through a whole hot day and I haven't had anything to drink, and finally I get something delicious to drink. That's how they feel about you. And I'm also seeing a home that's empty, a shelf that's empty and stairs going up, and it kind of gives me this vibe like this home is waiting for someone special to live in. And I take that as people's hearts. Spirit is showing me this card like with the heart here. So you could imagine their heart as a home that is empty, waiting for someone special to reside in, keeping that special place for you. And then when they get to know you, after they get to know you, they realize, oh, like especially if this is romantic, I see this vibe of, okay, I've been waiting for so long, or I've been searching for love, but I haven't found anyone that makes me feel the way pile number one makes me feel. And now I understand why the house within my heart had to be empty, waiting for pile number one to reside in it. But it doesn't just have to be romantic. It can also just be people in general feeling like, they're longing for that type of friend to really share that love with. And then they meet you and it feels like some kind of soul connection to them. You may sometimes have certain people in your life say, oh, pal number one's my soulmate. Like, even if it's a platonic soulmate, you may have certain people say that. There's something very new about you with the Fool card. After getting to know you, people realize and they realize there's something very new about you where you bring in the sense of newness, new beginnings into their life. And like I said, after these awakenings, I see people going through intense healing. After meeting you, I see people going through this intense release within their energy here. With these burning papers, it kind of reminds me of a release of past emotions here with the Five of Water, past disappointments, past pain. And it's releasing different things. So you may sometimes trigger spiritual awakenings in them or people, and in a way where they are releasing certain emotions that no longer serve them. So you may find that you are that synchronistic event people encounter. I'm hearing a ringing in my left ear now as I say that, where when they meet you, they start to release a lot of emotions. They start to feel like what's going on. Spirit is almost joking and referencing like you're like a moldavite crystal, where you bring healing and awakenings into people's lives, but in a very intense way, where things start moving around in their life just as they're supposed to, but sometimes it can feel chaotic if they have a lot to release and they don't understand what's going on spiritually. But then after they realize, oh my gosh, after pile number 1 came in my life, all these synchronistic things started happening and things just started coming into place in my life exactly the way it should, even if it didn't feel that way at first. I feel like you put people into an energetic shift here with the Chariot, and you pull them out of stuckness. It's almost like people see you as this earth angel here with the 8 of air that pulls them out of stuckness and brings healing to whatever wounds they experience, because Chiron is the wounded healer. So you may have gone through your own journey of healing yourself, healing your own inner wounds from the past, and releasing certain things that were holding you back or keeping you stuck. And you shifted your own mindsets and your own life in that way. And now you're able to sort of extend that to others. I feel you have a lot of healing energy. And I feel like whenever people meet you, even if it's short-lived, there is a purpose for it. You support something within their journey. So that's how they feel after seeing you. And it feels like when they see you, there's a sense of newness, as I said before, where you're so new to them, like you're a new beginning, or you ignite a new beginning, or you feel like a new beginning, where it's like people get excited getting to know you, where they feel in their heart, in their aura, in their vibrations, like something good is about to happen. There's something to get excited for. I feel them feeling very passionate about you and passionate about life after getting to know you. And there's this feeling of you feeling quite like mystical, or quite like that earth angel everyone needs, or I'm seeing Cinderella's fairy godmother. That's how you feel to some, especially friendships. And I'm seeing like a lot of younger people actually look up to you, or even people your age. You bring on the feeling of inspiration. So what I'm really getting here, how they feel after getting to know you, they feel like you're someone that is so gentle, that is so healing, that has such a harmonic energy like an earth angel. There's something so otherworldly about you that they can't quite put their finger on. If you're asking about someone romantic, there's this angelic presence, but there's also this feeling of feeling attraction towards you. If not, don't take that. But people could still feel attracted to you. How they feel after getting to know you is that they feel, like I said in the beginning, there's this mystery surrounding you, but as they get to uncover and unravel you more and more, it feels more and more like destiny and more like yeah, it's like, where have you been all my life? I've been waiting for someone like you. I've been longing for someone like you. And they feel like things just shift in the best possible way in their life. In a way they didn't quite expect, like a happy surprise. People definitely feel a lot of love for you, and they feel a lot of love for you. Oh, I just got goosebumps as I said that. As they're getting to know you and after getting to know you, there's this feeling of, like, as I said, you know, you're that person that resides in their home of their heart. And I think people and they in general feel very loyal towards you after getting to know you, feel very devoted to you, and feel very, very much like the surge of passion rising through their heart. Almost like this feeling of, I don't know how to say this without it sounding codependent. It's not codependent spirits telling me, but you know, when you wake up in the morning and you feel like you have something to live for, you feel like you have something to be excited for. It's not that they didn't have anything to live for. It's just that they now wake up in the morning and feel a sense of purpose, feel a sense of excitement and passion for the day, and the sense of, I can take on anything. I think you give them a lot of strength. I'm seeing the strength card clairvoyantly, and they feel like you're very supportive, either as a friend, lover, family member, whatever this is. They feel like you're really supportive, and you expand something within their consciousness, the way they look at life, the way they look at love, and just in general in their life. There's also this feeling of empowerment here. And I feel like you sort of make people believe in themselves more, doubt themselves less, really believe in miracles and magic, since you have such that otherworldly and ethereal energy to you and vibration to you. So people just feel very close to your heart after getting to know you. And I think the main message here was that song by Rihanna. Anything else, Spirit, as we end off the reading? Spirit is showing me people feel like they have clarity. They feel like they have clarity after getting to know you, like on their life and what they want and the new beginnings they're about to experience. It kind of feels like this adventurous feeling, like I'm ready to experience new and beautiful things and let go of challenges of the past. And even if there are challenges moving forward, it's like pile number one motivates me in a way, shows me my own strength in a way where I can rise above that. Yeah, I feel like you really motivate those around you. And you kind of feel like a key to a new door opening, to new happy beginnings. So this is what I have for you, Pile 1. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this Amazonite crystal and the card call, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how they feel after getting to know you. So this can be for a person on your mind, anyone at all, or it can be for people in general, depending on how you want to see it. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to be using the Good Tarot as well as the Astral Realms Oracle. But before we get started with your reading, I'd just like to thank and give a quick word to today's sponsorship, Keen. Many of you have asked me recently for personal readings, but unfortunately I'm not available for any right now. So I have brought you the next best thing, Keen. Keen connects you with gifted psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers like myself who are available 24 hours a day. So you can always get a reading whenever it suits you. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. These readers each have unique specialties designed to provide a deeper understanding of your situation. You can choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. Getting confirmation or a second opinion from someone who can give you a straightforward answer is always best. And as a tarot reader, I can tell you that it is very hard reading tarot for myself sometimes, as sometimes it doesn't make sense or is unclear, so even I resort to Keen. So let me tell you a little bit about some of my recent experience on Keen. I asked about my love life with my person. She explained to me how devoted he is and that our connection is only getting stronger and better, helping us to build a strong foundation that will only deepen moving into the holidays. She also mentioned us making future plans together no later than February, lol. But we've already started, so I'm very excited to see what unfolds then. She also mentioned that he's very loyal towards the ones he loves and that he doesn't even know what he did to get so lucky to be with me. She mentioned that I changed his world and that he feels like a little kid around me, which is so cute. Lastly, she said that she can see me getting married with him in the future and us having a home together where everyone will always gather together. The love reading I got was very beautiful and sweet, and every detail mentioned was so accurate and on point. Though you can get any type of reading from these readers depending on what you are looking for. I'm so grateful for the reading I got from Keen through their amazing and gifted psychic tarot readers. That's why it's still best to get a personal psychic reading because it is directed only to your energies. Now here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 10 minutes for only $1.99. Go to trykeen.com/psychicsciencetarot or click the link in my description to save big on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this beautiful opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicsciencetarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your reading. So as soon as I connected to your energy, I felt a lot of good energy from this pile. And I got really nice goosebumps. You know when you get those types of goosebumps around a person? Maybe people get that around you or the person on your mind. And they feel like you just have a very good energy, very good vibe. Like they really like your vibe. Okay, so we have the Two of Air showing up first, well second. We have the King of Earth. We have the Messenger of Fire. And there's something about your words too. I'll talk about that more in a minute. So, spirit guides of my pile number 2s, how they feel after getting to know pile 2. We have the Two of Fire. We have the Ace of Fire. Love that. We have the Queen of Water. We have the King of Air. And we have the King of Water. We have so many kings in your pile. I don't know why. Okay, and at the back of the deck, we have the Five of Water. If you hear noise in the background, I apologize in advance. There's a garden next door. So, spirit guides of my pile number 2s, how they feel after getting to know pile 2. So we have Moonstone, Crown Chakra, and Transcendence, card 1. Some of you may relate to pile 1 if you were drawn. This card was at the back of the deck for them. And I also had the number 33 come out in their reading, and I saw the number 333 for you, so that could be significant. So at the back of the deck, we have Pink Amethyst with Soul Star Chakra and Divine Love. So as they meet you, as they get to know you, after getting to know you, There is definitely this feeling of you having such a good energy and always bringing such a good vibe to the table. People really like your energy in general. And I think it's because you're someone that connects so deeply to your own emotions, and because you're someone so compassionate, so gentle. You have this very big heart. You're very connected to your own heart chakra. And the funny thing is, I actually saw a pink and a yellow rose as I was about to start the reading, and we have this at the back of the deck with the pink rose here. So some of you could be asking about love, some of you could be asking about platonic friendships. If not, that's okay. But I mean, you're showing up as the rose, so I feel like firstly, they feel you're very attractive. The rose reminds me of beauty. And I'm also feeling like you always smell good to them. After getting to know you, they realize you always smell good. And it's always a vibe being around you. And you connect to them so deeply in an emotionally vulnerable way where they feel safe and where they feel no one has ever connected to them so deeply and made them feel so seen. I feel like you're also someone really, really intuitive, really connected to your own spirituality and your own inner wisdom, and you follow the calling within your soul into your purpose. And there's this feeling of you being sort of unbelievable in the best possible way, because I feel like you're so mystical and magical that it almost seems unbelievable and very much like you're out of this world. And the way Spirit is describing this as a joke, is showing me like Candace from Phineas and Ferb when she catches them, making all those projects that they did and tries to tell her mom, and then her mom doesn't believe her. There's just something very unbelievable about your presence. And if you're someone that does read cards, or if you're someone that is very intuitive, if you've ever read for people, that's coming through, like where the information given is so unbelievable, but in the best possible way, in a very mystical way. But even like when you speak to them or people in general, it feels sort of like you are the bridge between heaven and earth. That's what I'm really getting here. Like you channel messages when you speak. And I think you help a lot of people get in touch with what their soul is calling them to do. Choices they want to make, but maybe never felt like, okay, I should do this or I shouldn't do this. They were kind of contemplating on those choices, and you sort of just bring them clarity on what they should do, bring them inspiration with the Ace of Fire. There's also a plane going by as we speak, so there's something about you bringing people a huge transformation in their journey where they go from place A to B and they transcend all that was limiting them in the past. I feel like you really get people and the person on your mind, if you're thinking of someone specific, in touch with their soul's journey and where their soul is calling them to be, helping them transcend any limitations, whether it is, thoughts, beliefs, fear, it can be anything, but I feel like you help them transcend that and help them find the courage to follow that what their heart wants for them and what their passion and inspiration is calling them to do. So I feel like you're very inspiring. That's coming through. People feel very inspired around you and they feel very inspired around you. Feel like you're someone very mystical that sort of brings them to the right journey. I'm seeing Enchanted, the movie, and there's a scene where long story short, if you haven't watched it, she's basically from a fairy tale land and she gets sent to the human realm. And she's just such a beautiful character. Like, I love her character. And she meets this man that eventually takes care of her because the daughter, is really drawn to her because she's a princess. And she ends up going with him to his office. I think he's like a lawyer or something. Dealing with divorces, and in the scene she brings two people that are divorced and fighting together in love. So you may be that type of person that brings people together back to love even after conflict. Or you may bring people back to their heart after closing off their heart, after believing nothing beautiful in love could ever be out there, whether it's platonic or romantic or any type of love at all. That's what I'm really getting here. And you could be seen as that type of person that, is it like, whoa, have you come from a fairy tale realm? Like, where are you from, pound number twos? You feel very much like that to me. I'm also clairvoyantly seeing a cloud sushi. It's so cute in my mind's eye. Like, I don't know, I'm seeing it as if it's very cute and it has like a cute face on it and someone's about to eat it. So there is this vibe of you being very cute, but also being very dreamy with the clouds, or making people feel like their head is in the clouds. And Spirit is showing me, like, as a joke, the best way to describe you after getting to know you is like eating a 5-star meal. Eating a 5-course meal, being spoiled with the most delicious experience. And I don't mean that in a weird way. I just mean you are an experience to be around, an experience on another level. Yeah, you're very cute, because I'm also seeing that cute creature from Madagascar. I don't know what his name is, but it's like a cute creature. So they feel like you're very cute. They also feel like you're very sweet, because now I'm seeing like a muffin and sweets. So you're very sweet, very cute, very dreamy. Make people feel like, wow, I'm receiving sweetness and kindness for the first time. Like, my heart is fluttering. You're very in touch with your heart. That makes people feel like, or makes them feel like, when they connect to you, they're kind of merging with you. They're kind of being immersed in this divine love, the sweet love. And it's not something I can really explain, but it's more of an experience that's felt, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, being around you. I'm hearing philosophy. You may be someone that has really interesting conversations with them. Especially if you like to have deep conversations, or philosophical conversations, or more spiritual conversations that's coming through people, and they really like your conversations, really feel like it's interesting. It's very intriguing to talk to you. It's very intriguing to talk to you, where they want to know more and more and more, and there's this inspiration, excitement when they talk to you. I also feel like when you talk to them, something about the words you say, you just know the right things to say because you're so intuitive, but also you really know how to inspire those around you, how to uplift those around you. I'm seeing the hummingbird clairvoyantly. You're like the hummingbird and a messenger of hope. The hummingbird, I once read a story where it was once colorless, and then it flew towards the sun or something like that, and all of a sudden it was filled with color. So that's why it's a symbol of hope. And when I think of hummingbirds, I think of someone that's very uplifting and positive when they speak. You may even make others around you feel like you're hyping them up, or that you give the best compliments, that you're just very sweet with your words. And there's something where they really feel the words you use, and they really feel the conversations you bring them, bring inspiration, bring hope, bring this deep feeling within their heart that can't quite be described, but it's felt, of divine love, of you really caring. Regardless of your gender, my pile number twos, I feel like you're very in touch with your divine feminine energy. But there is a balance here of masculine and feminine energy where you're able to connect deeply to your emotions, connect deeply to, your spiritual senses, but also you're able to be receptive. But I also feel like you're able to take action towards where it is you want to be, make those choices and decisions very boldly, protect yourself in a way from negativity and from energies you just don't want in your life, being very discerning, being very logical as well. You're very good at balancing both energies. But when I talk about you being very in touch with your divine feminine energy, regardless of your gender, we all have masculine and feminine energies. What I'm seeing here is they feel like you're in a really receptive state where they just want to give to you, because I keep seeing, people wanting to give you gifts. And since we have three kings here, I'm almost getting the feeling for some of you, for my divine feminines watching this, like you may have a lot of people that end up crushing on you, or just in general, like you may have a lot of people, the type of gender you're attracted to, end up like a lot of them crushing on you at once or being attracted to you at once. And there's this feeling for those asking about romance, like there's this feeling of I almost want to fight you because I know not fight you, fight for you. Because I know you're desired by many and wanted by many, and that I'm hearing like a dream come true. I'm hearing that song that's like, she looks just like a dream, the prettiest girl I've ever seen, from the cover of a magazine. I think it's by Idris, if I'm not mistaken. So there's something just very dreamy about you. There's something about you that feels like a dream come true in some way. Because even here, this here reminds me of Neptune. And Neptune is the planet of dreams. People may often dream of you. Just feel this intense psychic energy, dreamy, Neptunian energy. But it's like you're desired by many, so it's like I want to fight for you and make you know how I feel, so that I get out all the competition. So I'm getting that feeling here. And like it's almost like people want to chase after you because you're very in touch with your divine feminine energy, and people just want to give to you where you're in this very receptive state. I see them just wanting to give to you and spoil you because you're so sweet. And in terms of how they feel, as I said, they feel like you really connect to them on a deep level. They feel like you're really sweet and gentle, and you make them feel safe and good inside and full of love. I feel like you ignite a lot of feelings of romance in crushes, in romantic partners, in situationships, things like that. Even in exes, like there's this feeling of, for those asking about people from your past, or just if you're asking about people in general, it's like to lose you, they know they fumbled the bag. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. I don't know why Spirit is being so jokey today. Maybe you're someone very lighthearted, and maybe people feel like you're funny, like you have a funny sense of humor. You know how to make others laugh and smile. I'm also seeing Tangled, when she goes to the village and she kind of like paints on the floors and braids the little girl's hair. Is like, I guess that's how you make people feel, like you bring in this very vibrant and loving energy where you are very generous, and then it's like people want to be generous back to you. How you make them feel after getting to know you. I keep feeling the feeling of love, and it's an experience that can't quite be described with words, but more so felt. Uplifted, inspired, depth, like a deep emotional bond. This feeling of I want to choose you. I want to make a choice to be loyal to you and commit to you. They may feel like you have quite a regal energy, royal energy, king, queen energy, and it's like, I want to treat you like a king or a queen. I'm feeling that in their energy. It feels like I can transcend anything, like I'm limitless. I can soar to the sky, and just very daydreamy. And like, it's almost like I'm looking at life in a much higher and much more positive and optimistic perspective. That's the feeling you bring in. And a lot of sweetness too. Hi there, my pile number threes. We start your reading at 11:01 on the clock. If you chose this orange calcite crystal and the Queen of Earth, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how they feel after getting to know you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to be using the Good Tarot as well as the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. But before we get started with your reading, I'd just like to thank and give a quick word to today's sponsorship, Keen. Many of you have asked me recently for personal readings, but unfortunately I'm not available for any right now. So I have brought you the next best thing, Keen. Keen connects you with gifted psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers like myself who are available 24 hours a day. So you can always get a reading whenever it suits you. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. These readers each have unique specialties designed to provide a deeper understanding of your situation. You can choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. Getting confirmation or a second opinion from someone who can give you a straightforward answer is always best. And as a tarot reader, I can tell you that it is very hard reading tarot for myself sometimes, as sometimes it doesn't make sense or is unclear. So even I resort to Keen. So let me tell you a little bit about some of my recent experience on Keen. I asked about my love life with my person. She explained to me how devoted he is and that our connection is only getting stronger and better, helping us to build a strong foundation that will only deepen moving into the holidays. She also mentioned us making future plans together no later than February, lol. But we've already started, so I'm very excited to see what unfolds then. She also mentioned that he's very loyal towards the ones he loves and that he doesn't even know what he did to get so lucky to be with me. She mentioned that I changed his world and that he feels like a little kid around me, which is so cute. Lastly, she said that she can see me getting married with him in the future and us having a home together where everyone will always gather together. The love reading I got was very beautiful and sweet, and every detail mentioned was so accurate and on point. Though you can get any type of reading from these readers depending on what you are looking for. I'm so grateful for the reading I got from Keen through their amazing and gifted psychic tarot readers. That's why it's still best to get a personal psychic reading because it is directed only to your energies. Now here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 10 minutes for only $1.99. Go to trykeen.com/psychicsciencetarot or click the link in my description to save big on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this beautiful opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicsciencetarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your reading. So spirit guides of my pile number threes, spirit guides of my pile number threes, how they feel after getting to know pile three, how they feel after getting to know pile three. So we have the Two of Air. Some of you may be drawn to pile two. Two of these cards came out for them. We have the King of Earth. If not, that's okay. Spirit guides of pile three. How they feel after getting to know pile three. We have the Hermit. We have a lot of earth energies in this pile. We have the Four of Water, which don't have to be an earth sign. That's just for some here. We have the Chariot. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Seven of Fire. And the Nine of Fire. The Empress card also wants to pop out. And at the back of the deck, we have the Seven of Air. Spirit Guides of Pile 3. Spirit Guides of Pile 3. May I please find out how they feel after getting to know Pile 3? So we have Emerald with Mercury and Cognizance, card 28. At the back of the deck, we have Super 7 with Alrisha Star and Direction. Okay, so I think I see what's going on here. So I experienced some delays as I was about to do and start your reading because the cards were organized, but then there was a gardener making noise. So I just waited for the noise to stop. But while I was waiting, I saw the number 1111. And I heard a plane go by. And I'm almost being taken to this feeling where before people get to meet you, something gets delayed within their life before they meet you. Where I'm clairvoyantly seeing someone go through an airport and get sort of screened or get like checked, you know, their luggage checked. Everything is checked when they go through those things where it checks if you have any weapons or blah, 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 blah. You get what I mean. So what I'm getting here from your pile is you're very protected before, you know, people get to meet you. They go through some kind of screening. Spirit doesn't play with this pile. Because I feel like since we have the Seven of Swords at the back of the deck, it's like I'm seeing certain people maybe from your past or certain people that never had good intentions towards you coming up in the reading. But it's like they can't even get in the pile. They're at the back of the deck. So it reminds me of that song that's like, you're hating from outside the club, you can't even get in. So some may feel like you have very strong boundaries and you're very careful who you let into your circle. You're very discerning. Because some wear masks and they're not true with their intentions, but I feel like sometimes what happens is certain people like that where they're wishing for some kind of big change in their life, but they're not going within or not being self-aware to their own growth and to what they can do to change their way of living. When they're in that sort of deceptive energy, but they want change to happen in their life, it's like sometimes the universe will bring you in their life. And it kind of reminds me of Tay's reading, pile number 3, on that one reading. I forgot what it was called. But she said something about like people getting tested and then they get a choice. And I'm seeing that within your reading, which is so strange. I'm seeing it like, I don't know if some of you watch her channel, Tarot with Tay. Maybe you should check her out. But I'm seeing like people kind of get a choice, especially if they're in more of a deceptive energy. They get a choice to see which direction they're going to go in. And what I'm really seeing here and picking up on is how they treat you influences something within their lives. So let's say, for example, someone wants to, level up within their business, but they're making really deceptive choices that hurt others. And they continuously make those and they're experiencing delays in their life. And they're missing certain opportunities like a missed flight, and they're wondering, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? Like, duh, it's karma. But anyways, and then they want something to change within their life. Then it's almost like sometimes they come into your life and then you're like that test to them where if they treat you negatively, I'm almost seeing like the Saturn energy of then they get put back into the place they were once at and they get dealt with even more delays. Where I'm seeing like clairvoyantly they're in an airport and they've missed their flight, they've missed an opportunity, and they're trying to get a new flight, and then the person at the place is like, oh, there's no more flights for a week. It's giving me that type of vibe of like, you missed the opportunity, bye-bye. There is no other flight. There is no opportunity with Pal 3. Not just with you, but in terms of Saturn energy, you're like that karma, but you're not the karma. Let me reword that. You're the choice they get to make to change their direction, to see if they've really learned their lesson, if that makes sense. Even certain people where they want to change, where they want to become better people, and maybe they come into your life, it's like they get a choice which direction they want to go in. Very interesting. And I feel like it's because you're someone that is so self-aware with the Hermit. You're able to go within and really see things about yourself that we may not always want to see. Maybe you've done intense shadow work on your life and on yourself, or maybe you've just gone within and healed a lot with the Hermit. You're very self-aware and you grow from that. You take the keys from those triggers. You take the keys from those emotions and you don't label it as good or bad, but you allow it to teach you something with keys of wisdom. And you're allowed to shift your perspective and shift the way you see things and the way you communicate things. I also feel like you're someone with a really caring soul. I feel this is my pile of people that are very in tune with Mother Nature. I feel Mother Nature's energy around you. And I feel like some of you know that Mother Earth is this living, sentient breathing being, that feels everything. And it's like, I feel you care for the earth. I feel you care for animals. I was feeling the energies of animals and pets. And when I was about to start your reading, there was like dog hairs on my desk, but I don't have any dogs in my home, so that's so strange and crazy. Maybe some of you have pets or you love your pets, and maybe some of your pets' energies are also coming through in the reading, where it's like they really feel loved and cherished and cared by you. Like I'm seeing someone here that has pets, and every time you give them food, every time you give them love, every time you speak to them especially, they get very happy, and when you come home, they feel like they're really cared for by you. And I'm almost seeing like that Instagram reel where it's like, I want to be treated like a princess like this, and it's showing like a cat being carried like royalty. So I'm seeing that for some of you. It may not resonate with everyone, but I'm feeling this very humanitarian energy from this pile, and this feeling of I care for every being on this earth, every human, every animal, every plant. They all have feelings. They all, they're all cared by me, and that's the feeling I get here from this pile, which is maybe why Spirit brings that in for you. I'm almost feeling like you have that ability to live rent-free in people's minds. So I don't know if some of you asked about pets or people from your past that were kind of deceptive, but that came through. For others of you, I'm feeling the energy here of, them finding you very attractive with the Empress. Even if it's a platonic connection you're asking about, it's like they find you to be very beautiful inside and out, regardless of your gender. I'm really feeling that strongly. And if you're asking about someone romantic, I'm clairvoyantly seeing a Cupid's arrow, and I'm hearing that song that's like, take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. I think it's Cupid's chokehold. And in that song, he talks about, her being such a good girlfriend because she cooks me pancakes when my tummy aches. And then he says something like, we even got a secret handshake, and she loves the music that my band makes. He says something like, and when she calls I love it when she calls my phone. She even got her own ringtone. She's got a smile that would make the most senile, annoying old man bite his tongue. She's got eyes comparable to sunrise, and it doesn't stop there. She's got the cutest laugh I've ever heard. So it's a very cute song. I suggest you listen to that. That's maybe how certain people feel about you, not just romantically, but I mean, like, there is this very poetic energy coming through from that song. Like, she's got eyes that remind me of a sunset, the cutest smile, like all these beautiful things. And I think that's certain things they notice about you depending on who you're asking about, or people, like certain little small things about you, like the things you do for them that are caring, the generosity you give, the cute smile you have, the beauty or attractiveness you have, the way you speak to them, the way they get so excited when they hear your name or hear you calling or something like that. I really feel that energy from you where, like, people almost feel like they're falling in love with you, whether it's platonically or romantically. It feels like this flutter within their heart. And it feels like they always want to talk to you with Mercury here. There's this excitement in talking to you. Maybe you're someone with a very poetic way of speaking, or maybe people feel like that towards you, or the person on your mind. Like, I almost want to come in and serenade you. Like, I'm feeling that energy from whoever we're channeling here today. Like, they just want to come in and serenade you, give to you, spoil you, talk about you to their friends and family. Whether this is romantic or platonic, it's like, I feel that for both energies in a good way, where it's like, let's say a friend, you're asking about a friend, they may talk about you to their family and be like, oh, pal number 3, they have the cutest laugh. We had the best time yesterday. We went out here and it was so fun, and we have the best conversations, and, they're calling me right now. We got a secret handshake. Like, it gives me that type of vibe. And romantically, same thing. So I feel a lot of energies of excitement here as they're getting to know you, almost like this feeling of falling for you, either platonically or romantically, and this feeling of like there's no going back after this. There's no going back and locking this door, because this is the most beautiful door that has ever been unlocked. It's the most beautiful path that has ever been unlocked, and I really feel like you make them feel cared for, you make them feel cherished, you make them feel like you two have that type of special bond. Like, even with the secret handshake lyric, when you have that type of special bond with someone where you share small intimate things with them like that, or small intimate inside jokes with them like that, is giving me that type of vibe. That people feel like they have with you, or whoever we're channeling here that you're asking about. It feels sort of magical here with the unicorn, and unbelievable in some way, where it's like, whoa, whoa, is this really happening? Do I really get this blessing? With the 9 of Fire, I'm almost getting this vibe. 9 of Wands here is usually challenges. But when sometimes you go through life and you feel like, why do bad things always happen to me? Why do challenges always happen to me? And then something nice happens, and then you're suspicious of the universe, and you're like, are you going to pull the rug out under my feet? And like, here we have stars, which reminds me of wishes, and the unicorn, like a magical wish come true. You may feel like that to people sometimes, where it's like, I almost don't want to believe that this can come true. I almost don't want to get attached too fast, because, like, are you sure this is mine? Are you sure, like, this friendship is mine? Are you sure this romance is mine? Are you sure, universe, God, you're not going to pull the rug under my feet and take this away from me? It's giving me that type of vibe where, like, sometimes maybe people feel like they can't enjoy nice things because they enjoy it a little bit and then, oh, something happens that disappoints them. But then it feels like I almost want to open up to this magical feeling, but I'm hoping nothing takes it away. If that makes sense. I hope I'm describing it correctly, but that's what I feel here. And with Emerald, you're seen as someone very valuable to whoever we're asking about or to people in general. Spirit is almost showing me, when we have certain sentimental objects associated to like maybe a past unloved one or someone special to us, you feel like that sentimental object that I need to take everywhere, or like my lucky charm that I need to take everywhere, and like all hell breaks loose if I lose you. Like, I'm going to look for you everywhere. Like, it feels like that type of energy, where it's like, I need to take you everywhere with me because you're valuable to me. You're like everything to me. And Spirit is showing me, when some children have like their little blankie that they keep for years and years and years and years and years, and they can't let go of it. That's how you feel to people, like very sentimental to their hearts. Like, I can't let go of you ever. Even people from your past, they may still feel like that. I'm seeing the Sabrina episode from the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina when she goes into limbo. So that's exactly how they feel without you. With the rainbow here, you definitely make people feel like rainbows are entering their life and like sunshine is entering their life. Definitely. Even sometimes after a storm, you may find that you are like that rainbow to certain people after the storm has entered their life. You're like the butterfly after the transformation. I feel like people really value you. There's something about valuing you, valuing your conversations, valuing the bond you have, not wanting to let you go. You really do live rent-free in people's minds. I'm also hearing the song Mystery Lady by Don Tolliver. And I feel like you have this very caring energy too, but I'm also seeing this energy of a shocking strength you have, because I'm seeing a vision of Fiona from Shrek when those robbers come up to her and, Shrek thinks, okay, I'm going to come in and save Fiona now. But then she's like, here, and then she starts kicking all of them. So it's like that unexpected strength where sometimes people don't expect that from you. Like this almost phoenix rising type of energy coming from you. And I feel like although you're really caring and sweet, you're also not going to stick around for disrespect or to raise someone else or to teach them how to act right. That's one thing I feel here. So you're very quick to cut people out, and then that's almost like that feeling I felt before of missed opportunity, missed plane, and there's no other plane ever again. So when they're around you or people, they feel like you're someone that brings growth into their life. They feel like you're someone that brings them a different perspective of a friendship or a bond or love in general, like that close type of bond that feels like two peas in a pod. You make them feel like you two are very similar, or whoever you're encountering, people in general, even if you're not completely the same as you make them feel like you're very similar, or you want the same things, or you want to both choose each other and be loyal to each other. You make them feel like this is a beautiful, magical thing they're experiencing, and it's like a blessing or a wish, but it's like, are you sure this is mine? Are you sure I get to keep this person in my life? Of course, you're not anyone's to, like, you're not theirs when I say this is mine, but I hope you get what I mean. And yeah, you are like that rainbow that brings in a lot of color into their life. That's how they feel after getting to know you. With the Four of Water, Four of Cups, I'm almost getting this vibe of I wouldn't be satisfied with anyone else because you're one of a kind. You're a rare gem, pile number 3. Like whoever gets to know you, they always feel like if I had to go try to look for another friend or another romantic person, another romantic partner after pile 3 or like anyone else after pile 3, I would never find pile 3 in another person because pile 3 is really unique and we have that special type of bond that can't be replicated no matter how hard I try. So it's almost like I have to treasure pile number 3, otherwise I might lose them. So it almost feels like I'm being put into this place where I really have to like almost prove my worth, prove that like I'm here to stay for a good, why did I say a good time? I wanted to say a long time, not a good time. Okay, yeah, maybe some of the deceptive people from your past sort of had to try prove something that they're not, but ended up not succeeding. You just have a beautiful heart, beautiful soul, caring heart. Like you have that one of a kind connection to people where, like I said, it can't be replicated or replaced. And it's just very unique where you have that other type of bond. So this is where I'm going to leave off your reading. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!